the rumors are out there, obviously. You can't get away from them because you got 12 days off in between games. So who's getting traded in the offseason? Kevin Durant, obviously one of the biggest names out there that we keep talking about. I'm going to throw out some scenarios. You guys got to tell me who says no. Chandler, I'll start with you on the first one.
Okay.
Phoenix Suns are going to send him to Houston for Jalen Green, Reed Shepherd, a 2027 first-round pick, and a 2028 first-round pick, and a 2030 first-round pick. Boom, go. Who says no? Dang.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it for both. And by the way, with the boatload that Desmond Bane just got, the picks wise,
it changes everything.
It changes my whole perception on this. I think Reed Shepherd's a great young talent.
Yeah, rookie of the year.
Top 5 pick. He was my rookie of the year pick. Couldn't get off the bench in a deep Houston team. Jalen Green's kind of this star that has so much talent and so much potential, but I think Sengun's their guy going forward. And I think Kevin Durant kind of pairs nicely with Sengun. I think Phoenix would possibly want more, but the idea that KD wants out. And
Phoenix would want more?
I think so. I think they'd want a little Sengun-y, but I don't think that's happening.
He's not 31.
But think about it. Now all of a sudden you got Jalen Green, Reed Shepherd, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. Like now at least you have some assets. You need some.
But you got a lot of like-sized guys.
And you need some bigs, and you need some size there. But I think this is.
If you're Phoenix though, you gotta continue to go. You got 4 like-sized guys that do a lot of the same things.
So maybe that won't be it.
Yeah.
So nobody says no? This is a good
But
one?
I don't say no, though.
Okay, we're no say no.
Yeah, I think this is pretty fair.
I don't say no.
Let's look at Miami, shall we? Another income tax list state. Suns are going to send him to Miami for Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, Jaquez Jr., and 3 first-round picks. Lou, you're up. Who says no?
That's a lot. That's a lot. I can't even think of who else is on this Miami Heat roster.
So then it's just Tyler Hero and...
I was about to say, after you get rid of all of those guys, who's left? You got... It'd be KD, Bam, and Tyler Hero as their core.
We only need 3, really.
Yeah, as their core. I say no. That looks like a lot for me, especially with how Miami Heat, how this team has been built over the years. Like, you just bring Wiggins in, you just Duncan Robinson, you've been trying to figure it out. But Jaime Jaquez is still trying to find his foot, in a very young guy that has a lot of potential. And 3 first-round picks to go along with that, I say no.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it for either. I don't think you get that guy back for Kevin Durant, but you do. It kind of helps you with the, not rebuild, but it helps you just with the depth of your team if you get 3 players and all these picks. But I don't think this works.
All right, let's get to some Giannis stuff. I did say a year and a half ago he'd be a Knick at some point, but here we go.
That list better get a lot longer from New York.
Bucks receive that is not okay.
It needs to go off the screen for this to work.
Dude, what did we just talk about Desmond Bane?
The New York Knicks would do this right now.
Yeah, of course they would.
Right now, at this moment, they would do that. So I'm saying, yeah, for what we just saw, I'm saying yes.
But the Bucks say no.
I think the Bucks say no for sure.
They need to add.
They laugh, actually.
Deuce McBride. They need to add Josh Hart. They need to add
Campaign in there.
Throw in Tibbs if you can. Call him back.
This is brutal.
There's no way this is happening.
Okay, so that was laughable. Hanging up the phone.
Excuse my French.
Let's go to that one got you. Let's go to Houston because that's
I do think Giannis brings in more at this point than Kevin Durant.
Here's a better list.
This makes. I don't even gotta read it. This makes more sense.
By the way, we're starting off right up top with the number 10 pick right away, and then Sengun. Dude,
gotta throw.
Now we're talking.
Hold on a second.
Exactly. Gotta throw Jock Landale.
And now you throw Jock in the mix.
You got if you throw Jock in it, that gets it done.
Yeah, this now again it makes more sense. This is, I think, the haul that Giannis is going to bring in, right? If you just saw what Desmond Bane got, where he got 2 rotation players and 4 picks, I can't imagine what Giannis is going to bring in. So now we're talking again. I think Houston would be a little hesitant to put in Sengun, but we're talking about a guy like Giannis who you can win now with more so right now, who is 30.
So then you keep Jalen Green.
I would definitely do this if I was Houston, if I could take out Sengun and put in Jalen Green, but then I don't think Milwaukee would do it.
Yeah, I think Houston says no to this.
Yeah.
Sengun is their guy moving forward. We obviously know what Giannis is and who he can be for whatever franchise that he plays for. But if you're building a guy and he's becoming your center stone, he's becoming your centerpiece for your team, you don't just trade him away. Obviously, Giannis is going to give you an opportunity to win games immediately. But the impact that Sengun has had, along with some of the rest of these guys that are in this trade as well, you can see the writing on the wall that it's going in the right direction. So I think that Houston says
it's tough, too, for a team like Houston or a team like San Antonio that's kind of so much on the rise. You don't know. And Giannis, as great as he is, he's 30, and we don't know how his game's going to transition to later in his career with his jump shot and everything. So it's like, are you willing to give up a lot of your picks and 2 or 3 of your young core guys moving forward for a guy for 2 or 3 great years to win now. It's definitely
and you don't have enough to win at the highest level with Giannis with that roster as it is built. So you would still you still would have to get out there and go. Now if you can pair him up with Sengun, obviously we're having a different conversation. But if you're going to swap them out, absolutely not.
Okay, so we need to tweak that one, and then we'll get back to you on the trade if we decide we want to do that one or not. It's just so much fun. I can't wait for this to hurry up and start.
If this popped up last week, would you trade Desmond Bane for 4 picks in case we would be like, no chance?
Like,
so who knows?
Joke. And by the way, that's not a disrespectful. It's just that's insane. Quick break on the other side. I'm not even going to tease it. I'm just going to let you guys be surprised by the question on the other side.
Okay.
We got it right here.
Okay, well that's.
Is LeBron still good?